This is a walking foot, which gives you pull from the top as well as the bottom. It's a very handy foot to have. Quilters especially love it. If you're sewing and matching plaids or anything like that, it really benefits you to have it. On Fofs that have integrated dual feed and now some Berninas that have that top feed as well, it's not necessary. But I have found through the years that this is a little bit of a challenge to know how to put it on. The other thing that I can share with you is almost all machines, again, Bernina being an exception, today are what's called low shank machines. In the past, there have been high shank machines, and here's the shank, low shank machines, and slant needle. The old Singer Touch and Sew was a slant needle machine, but today they're almost all low shank. That's why our presser feet are pretty much interchangeable. So do you see there's just like a little claw here that grabs the foot. So I've taken off the presser foot, and now I want to remove what's called the ankle. This is the ankle that holds the feet. So here we go with a little screwdriver that came with the machine. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. You didn't learn that growing up. You need to know it. And this ankle needs to come all the way off. All right, off camera, I have worked for too long on getting this part of the walking foot around this needle bar, screwed back in, and once I finally got it done, oh shoot, but that's a good thing because you see what I missed was getting this little crab claw thing engaged with the needle bar. This needs to be around this. That's the only way that this whole mechanism works in conjunction with the needle and the sewing. So now we'll stop the camera one more time so that I can take it off and put it back on correctly. All right, I have now properly installed the walking foot on the machine so that this clamp is around the needle bar and so that this little claw is going around the needle bar. So now and only now will it actually work, pulling the fabric from the top as it stitches. So we've got the feed dogs on the bottom feeding in the bottom layer, but we also are feeding through the top layer. You see, generally when you sew, you've got feed dogs on the bottom, but you've got the pressure of the presser foot on the top. So you're always going to have a little creep along of the top layer without any mechanism pulling it through. So on the FOF and now on Bernina's, you've got this top integrated dual feed, this little gizmo back here that's pulling from the top layer as well. But a walking foot serves that purpose. I know Marcy and Catherine Tilton on Craftsy, now Blueprint, swear by using a walking foot on a knit. If you're going to be sewing anything where it needs to match exactly, then a walking foot. So it's a walking foot, although it is quite loud and kind of clunky, which is part of my problem with it, but in the right situations, a walking foot is worth its weight in gold.